we want to fix things, we have to fix not just the factory, but we also have to try to fix things like market forecasting, product development design, the kinds of purchasing order and lead times. And by the way, that's eminently fixable. And that's fixable in our own borders, which is, I think, an interesting conversation. It's a way of expanding a discussion of ethical consumption away from just certifying, say, organic cotton and coffee to thinking about, you know, do we really need this the day that it comes out? Do we really need 20 T-shirts for the cost of 10? And you know, how do we educate ourselves for these consequences? And I guess the last finding of this research, and then I'll stop, is that the state continues to play a very central role in the governance, not just of labor rights, but of health and safety, of environment, and all sorts of other issues. It's only the state that can actually enforce several labor rights. You can imagine why factories or brands might invest in improving the efficiencies of these operations, because they're going to get some money back, right? So that can be a win-win situation. But it's hard for me to imagine what the business case would be for why you would encourage the organization of independent unions who can actually serve as a counterforce to whatever you want to do. But that's a right in many countries, and that's a citizenship right, that can only be enforced by the state. And by the way, it cannot be enforced one factory at a time, or one company at a time, or even a supply chain at a time. It can only be enforced in the national territory.